Alright, Lumberjacks, welcome back to a very special Forestry Friday. Now, we're not going to be doing we're not going to be doing any type of logging today. I'm actually going to be showing you guys the map that I have been working on for what seems forever. Now, this map is called Mountains of Isolation, and I actually need to... I did not add the settings. I did not add the link to it. How do I add? I'll put it. You know what? I'll put it in the chat. So, give me 1 second here. I will get that for you guys. Totally forgot. I didn't want to put it in the description yet. I didn't want anybody to download it till it was ready to go. So give me 1 second. I'm actually going to go ahead and get it uploaded here. Hopefully you guys have had a good week. It's been definitely been some crazy weather. I know Tuesday it was like 80, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and today it was kind of cooler. Definitely enjoying the colder weather. That's for sure. All right, so here is the link for the map. Like I said, this map is called Mountains of Isolation. It was a map that I created back on FS19, and the main reason why I created this map was because I did not like any of the available maps on FS19. None of them really seemed to, you know, keep me on that map, if that makes sense. So I went into Giants Editor. It took me a while to kind of figure out, but once I kind of figured it out, I started placing trees. Now, for those of you who have done any type of editing on Giants Editor, back on 19, you'll know that there was not a mesh tool for painting trees on the ground, but there was a script that I found out after I placed all the trees that allows you to, you know, set how many trees, blah blah blah. So, but I didn't know about that. So every single tree on this map is or has been placed manually, like one by one by one. So it took a long time, and when I did the edit, or when I made it on 19, I knew it had a lot of issues, and I tried my best to go through and fix them. There's a lot of trees that were floating, and that's because when I was placing my trees, I was zoomed out far so I could do a bigger area, and some of them didn't snap to the ground. So when I converted over to 22, of course, all those issues from 19 carried over to 22. So I went through, I did my best to get rid of any trees that may be floating. I've retextured the ground, I've added new foliage, you know, I've added this, I've taken that away. I've put a lot of time the last couple days into getting it up to FS22 standards. Now, I will say that this map is a little bit different, though, compared to most maps for FS22. And the reason I say it's different is because there are literally no sell points. There's no sawmill, no production, nothing. You literally start with a vehicle shop, a fuel station, and a place to repair vehicles and buy vehicles. Other than that, there's nothing. So the way I designed it is you have to go in, clear the land, place your own sawmill, place your own sell point. The reason I did this as well, one, because it involved extra editing that, you know, I wasn't really sure how to do, and also because I wanted the experience of this map to be more customizable, if you will. So you could, you know, do this, or you could log the trees however you want. You could start in whatever section you want. You're not confined to having a certain area that is for this and that. So so yeah. Now also another thing with this map is all the trees are the same. So if we take a look here, every single tree on this map minus like 8 are the same. Now I know a lot of people may not like this, but personally I like having these bigger trees. I don't really like dealing with the smaller trees, like the stage 1, stage 2 trees. These are stage 3. So these are full trees. And I also went with this one because I like how the branches and leaves are on the trees. Some of the trees are kind of bare, about halfway up. So all the trees on this map are the same. So yeah, and there are a lot of trees, and I'll show you guys that here in 1 second. So the main difference between 19 and 22 is on the 19 map, this area back here behind the shop was accessible. I've removed that, and there was also a tunnel right here. It was kind of like a aesthetic look, I guess. So I moved the map boundary in a little bit, got rid of that area, and just really focused on making the shop area better and the other stuff. Now, one thing that hasn't changed is this right here. This was placed back on 19. And once again, it's just aesthetics. You can't do anything with this machine. It's supposed to look like it's stuck in the ground there, like it's been forgotten, which is kind of what this map's all about, really. It's an overgrown forest that a lot of people have tried to log and have failed, so everything's overgrown. So yeah, there's that. So real quick here, let's go ahead and zoom up or pan up or whatever it's called, and just kind of get a good overall feel for the map here. So as you guys can tell, there are a lot of trees. Now I will say that some areas aren't as dense. Like over in there, the trees were a little more spaced out, but over on this side, especially on this mountain here, trees are pretty close together. So let's just fly down to this mountain here. Let's just go right down here, and let's just see how dense these trees are. There we go. So yeah, as you can tell, these trees are pretty close together, but they're not too close that it's just unbearable. And I've actually been to places where the trees are like super close like that, like it's super dense, hard to see through. And also with this mountain, I wanted this to be a challenging mountain. And this would actually be a pretty good mountain to do some yarding work. Of course, there are other sections on the map that you could use the yarder, but this is probably going to be your main area. So moving on, let's go a little further up here. Actually, let's tab to this. Here we go. All right, so like I was saying a couple minutes ago, there is no sawmill on this map, but what I've done is designated an area, or one of the many areas that could be, flat enough to place a sawmill. But if I were to place one, this is where I would put it. So I'd come in, log all these trees out, and then place my sawmill, and then I've already got logs ready to go. Of course, you can chip these trees up. Actually, one of the people I was working with to get this map up to par for FS22 actually said, "Can you chip the trees?" I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't tried that. Like, I cut them," and he's like, "Go ahead and try to chip them up." So I, loaded into the game, tried to chip it up, and it wouldn't work. And I actually ended up having to replace all the FS19 trees with the 22 trees. So trees can be chipped. They can also be cut. There's no problem with that. And like I was saying, this area right here would be a great spot for like a sawmill or a production, whatever it may be. There are some other areas on the other side of the map here that could be used as a sawmill area. And I guess if you really wanted to, you could log these trees out over here and turn this into farmland. So you could turn this into farm, you could turn this into whatever you wanted. Now, when I did the edit on 19, I actually put roads in and landings, but I've since removed those because I wanted to make it seem like it was overgrown. Of course, you can make your own roads, or you can utilize the roads that are already put in. Let's just take a little stroll here. I'm actually kind of lost. Let's see here.
And terraforming does work with this, correct?
And yes, thank you for that. For reminding me. Yeah, terraforming does work. That's actually what I was doing right before the stream, was building a road back here. That does work, which is definitely nice. Because there are some areas that, you know, say you didn't want it to be so hilly, you could level it off. You can, you know, obviously still use the in-game tools. So yeah, there's a lot of map here. I'm trying not to show too much off because I want you guys to kind of experience for yourself. Kind of showing you a little bit here. Hold on, let's check out. There are a couple lakes. And actually right before the stream, this was one of the lakes that needed fixed. I had blocks, you know, pretty much pick apart my map and tell me what needed fixed. And one of the issues was this lake, or this little pond here. So whenever you walked into it, the height of your characters or players' eyes or whatever was the same height as the water. So you'd walk in, the water would just disappear. So I just brought that ground up. Now real quick, let's talk about the texture on the hills. Now, when I converted it over from 19 to 22, I was missing some of the rock textures. I probably could have added them in, but I wasn't really sure how to do that. So I did my best to make the hills look rocky. Now, of course, you could go into your construction thing here and you could paint over those if you wanted, but that's why they're those colors. So if we just continue up here, there should be another road this way. So yeah, there are already kind of roads, kind of clearings that really could just be used as main way in. Of, you know, obviously you could change these to however you want. This takes you back to behind the I'm actually off map here. Nice. And that's another thing too. So the overview for my map kind of looks bad, but I'm not a map maker, I'm not a modder, so I did my best. And actually Ari from W&M modding has been a tremendous help with this map, because without him helping me and kind of guiding me through, I don't know if my map would be ready today. So yeah, the PDA or the overview is a little rough, but it's functional. So it does work. So just keep in mind that it might be a little rough, but it does the job. So let's see here. I actually don't even remember where the road is. So yeah, there's a lot of different areas to explore. And I've actually hidden a couple, I don't even know what you'd call them. There's a couple spots on the map
Easter
where
eggs.
Easter eggs. Yes, thank you. There are a couple Easter eggs. They're not collectibles, but they are Easter eggs that you could find, discover, and yeah. So just want to cut a couple trees here just to show you guys that the two trees are cuttable. I've tested this map so many times, and for anybody that knows me, they know that I am kind of particular about stuff and know that, you know, actually the one guy at work always says, if it, or what does he say? He's like, well, I don't want to do it because it's not going to be good enough for you. I'm like, it's fine. And then he's like, no, it's not fine. So I guess in a way I'm kind of picky, a little OCD, but I want what I do to be good. There we go. So the trees do cut now. Do keep in mind there are a lot of trees on this map. So lag is possible. I haven't really stress tested it yet, but just keep that in mind as you're cutting along, and you know you've got like a pile with 500 trees, you're probably going to lag. And I don't know if it is server ready. I haven't put it on the server or my server yet. I will do that after the stream. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to put it on my server because I didn't want anybody to have access to it yet and have the wrong copy of it. Yeah, you can see I'm kind of a little jumpy here, but that's to be expected. Now I will continue to work on the map. I will like continue to update it. I'm sure I'll have a couple updates sometime just to continue to improve it. Maybe get rid of some trees, maybe paint the rock textures, maybe, you know, add a couple things, but that will be in the future. So yeah, this map is good to go, and you can actually find the download in the chat there. I forgot to put it in the description. So it will take you to a link to which you can download it and then just put it in your mods folder like you would any other mod for FS19 or 22. Real quick here, let me just check, make sure nobody has asked anything. No questions. Trying to think if that's it. Let's see. So yeah, it's a pretty decent map. This Screams Survival Series. Yes, this would be a very great map. This would be a really good map for survival, because like I said, it's one of those maps that you pretty much have nothing. So, and you can, however you want to play it out, you can log all the trees, you know, you can just come in, just log through them all. You could log and put some farms, you could do a survival series, you could, you know, there's a lot of different things you could do. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to play this a little bit more myself and hopefully get it on the server so the others can play as well. In fact, one of the members, I'm not going to say his name, has been bugging me all week about this map. He's like, he kept asking, when are you going to have that map ready? Can you send me a copy of that map? And I kept telling him, no, I'm not. I'm not going to send you a copy of this map until it's done. I was like, he's like, well, I just want to play. I'm like, well, you can play when I release it. So yeah. I'm trying to think if I missed anything else.
show off the nighttime?
I did not. That is a good point. So let's hop back over to the shop here. Wrong button. All right, so talking about the shop a little bit. So you have a spot to repair your vehicle, sell. There is a refill, or you can refill your vehicles right here. Shop triggers right here. And like Blocks was saying, let's switch to nighttime. So as you guys can tell, there are lights right there for some reason. Okay, I did not know about that, but that's just a minor detail. Now, one thing I did do, and I think this is why Blocks mentioned that, is I put an American flag on it back on 19, and I wanted to keep it for FS22. And originally it was over there, but then I removed all the lights over here, and I was like, well, I can't have the American flag flying in the dark. So it is now over here with a spotlight shining on it. I did have like an actual light, a physical light right there. Like the, I don't even know what you call it, shining, but it's literally just a light shining. So, and actually, I haven't even been around this map at night. Oh wow, it got real dark real quick. Yeah.
Maybe we'll finally use the portable worklight trailers.
Oh yeah, that would be a good mod to use. Especially for this hillside. Actually, let me go ahead and bring it back up to daylight here. Yeah, the weather is glitching out a little bit. Yeah, as you guys can tell, this hill is pretty steep. Some spots it just drops straight off. So yeah, and even in the like really dense areas, there are some areas that aren't as dense. I see that I forgot to remove a couple trees in the mountain here, but is that a random one? Yeah. For those of you who don't use Giants Editor, or even if you do, it is very time consuming to go through, and I guess what I'm saying is very easy to miss small details. And I'm sure there's a lot of details on here that I missed. I've done my best to go through and eliminate those. So as you guys are playing, let me know if you guys find anything crazy or just something out of place. So that way in future updates I can go in and fix it or try to fix it. Yeah, here's another drop off. But yeah, I definitely look forward to your guys' feedback. If you guys have any questions about this map and how I did it, feel free to ask. I am on Facebook and Twitter. Those are the two social media platforms you can reach me on. You can also reach out to me here on YouTube if you have any questions. I also have a Discord that if you have any questions or you want to come join the logging crew or just come say hi, that is also down in the description. I do have a Twitch and I do have a TikTok. I might start streaming on Twitch soon. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure because right before I started the stream, this border was like way up here. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, concerns, any type of feedback, be sure to let me know. Once again, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. Also, you can get a hold of me in the Discord. All those links are down in the description. Actually, did I put the link for the I did not. I did not put the link for my Discord, but I will go ahead and put that in the chat here. You can also find it on some of my previous streams or over on my Facebook or Twitter, So real quick here, let me, there we go. And after the stream, I'll put all these links down in the description for this. I just forgot to add it. Well, there we go. That is a basic overview of Mountains of Isolation. Hopefully you guys like what you see. And also, if anybody watching or downloading this map wants to help me fix some of the issues, I'd be more than willing to work with you to go over and fix the PDA map, or blah blah blah. Or if you have any suggestions, I would be happy to listen to them. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today's stream. It wasn't a very long one. I mostly just wanted to show you guys the map, kind of give you an overview, a feel for the map. And let me wipe above again one more time for you guys. Get you a nice little overhead shot, if you will. But yeah, there you guys go. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll put the link for the map download and the Discord in the description after this stream, or after this live. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's stream. Be sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel, so that way you guys don't miss any videos or live streams in the future. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for some Trucker Tuesday. Have a great weekend.